This is Land of Havilah, Nehemiah 3. In the last chapter, the Jews said, "Let's rise up and build." So accordingly, verse 1, "Then Eliashib the high priest rose up with his brothers the priests, and they built the sheep gate. They sanctified it and set up its doors. They sanctified it even to the tower of Hamiah, to the tower of Hananel." Comment: This chapter will be an accounting of who worked on the wall where, going all the way around. In verse 1, Nehemiah begins his account with the spring gate on the north wall. Just to the east of that gate, the wall made a sharp turn south. The Temple Mount was nestled in that northeast corner. The priest built a portion of the north wall in verse 1, including the sheep gate, and working our way west, the Tower of Hamiah, which means Tower of 100, and Tower of Hananel, which means Tower of Grace. That was all on the north wall. Towers were for defense. They could accommodate watchmen, 2 Kings 17:9, archers, 2 Samuel 11:20, and possibly war devices that shot arrows and great stones, 2 Chronicles 26:15. And since gates were the weakest points in a wall, a gate might be a tower unto itself, 2 Samuel 18:33. About 93 years prior to verse 1, when the first wave of released captives arrived in Jerusalem, there were over 42,000 of them, and they brought with them over 7,000 male and female servants, Ezra 2:64 and 65. The servants won't get any credit in this chapter, but we can presume they were involved, and it'll be clear that the Jews also did manual labor themselves, probably most of it. In verse 1, Eliashib was high priest. He was grandson of Jeshua the high priest, who came with the first wave, Ezra 2:2. Now still on the north wall, working our way west, verse 2, next to him the men of Jericho built, next to them Zakur the son of Imri built. Comment: all this work's going on simultaneously. In verse 2, the men of Jericho built. Jericho was a city 17 miles away, but the men of Jericho participated in this wall around Jerusalem. We'll find much more of it in this chapter, that men from various cities all over Judah participated. Their names are mostly lost to history, except as listed in this chapter as laborers on the wall. Still on the north wall, verse 3, the sons of Hassenaah built the fish gate. They laid its beams and set up its doors, its bolts, and its bars. Comment: the fish gate was about midway on the north wall. Still going west, verse 4. Next to them, Meremoth, the son of Uriah, the son of Hakaz, made repairs. Next to them, Meshullam, the son of Berechiah, the son of Meshezabel, made repairs. Next to them, Zadok, the son of Baanah, made repairs. Next to them, the Tekoites made repairs, but their nobles didn't put their necks to the Lord's work. Comment: Tekoa was a city 11 miles south of Jerusalem. Their nobles didn't put their necks into the Lord's work, meaning they didn't give full effort. That's the only demerit in the chapter. Still working westward on the north wall, or possibly we've rounded the northwest corner and we're now working our way south, verse 6. Joiada the son of Paseah and Meshullam the son of Besadeah repaired the old gate. They laid its beams and set up its doors and its bolts and its bars. Next to them, Melatiah the Gibeonite and Jadon the Meronothite, the men of Gibeon and of Mizpah, repaired the residence of the governor beyond the river. Comment: verse 7, while they were constructing the wall, they repaired the residence of the regional governor. This was a shrewd gesture to keep up relations with the empire. The wall might offend the empire, so it didn't hurt to do some service for them. The governor didn't usually live in Jerusalem, Nehemiah 6:1, so it was probably a secondary home for him. Verse 8. Next to him, Uzziel, the son of Harhaiah, goldsmiths, made repairs. Next to him, Hananiah, one of the perfumers, made repairs, and they fortified Jerusalem even to the wide wall. Next to them, Rephaiah, the son of Hur, the ruler of half the district of Jerusalem, made repairs. Comment: verse 9, ruler of half the district is a term peculiar to this chapter. This might have been a special appointment, particularly pertaining to construction of the wall. We find it 5 times in this chapter in reference to the cities of Jerusalem, Beth-zur, and Keilah. Verse 10. Next to them, Jedaiah, the son of Haramath, made repairs across from his house. Next to him, Hattush, the son of Hashabneiah, made repairs. Comment: they made repairs, which sounds as if they used the rubble from the old wall to make the new wall. Verse 11. Malchijah, the son of Haram, and Hashub, the son of Pahath Moab, repaired another portion and the Tower of the Furnaces. Comment: in pre-captivity days there was a Baker Street. True to its name, the street had bakeries, Jeremiah 37:21. The Tower of the Furnaces might have gotten its name because anyone manning that tower could always smell bread baking, but that's conjecture, verse 12. Next to him, Shallum the son of Hallohesh, the ruler of half the district of Jerusalem, he and his daughters made repairs. Hanun and the inhabitants of Zanoah repaired the valley gate. Comment, with the mention of the valley gate, we're near the midpoint of the west wall, working our way south. In verse 12, we can't give unrestrained credit to the females here that they're lifting stones and such because the translation is difficult. It's not clear whether daughters is what's intended here or something else. Still in verse 13, they built it and set up its doors, its bolts, and its bars, and 1,000 cubits to the wall of the dung gate. Malchijah the son of Rechab, the ruler of the district of Beth-Hakerem, repaired the dung gate. He built it and set up its doors, its bolts, and its bars. Comment, the dung gate is the southern tip of the city. From there, the wall makes a U-turn northward. Because of the U-turn, there's no south wall. We'll transition directly from the west wall to the east wall, working our way from south to north. The east wall faced the Kidron Valley and the Mount of Olives. Verse 15, Shallum the son of Kolhozah, the ruler of the district of Mizpah, repaired the spring gate. He had built it and covered it and set up its doors, its bolts, and its bars, and the wall of the pool of Shelah by the king's garden, even to the stairs that go down from David's city. Comment, those are landmarks near the south end of the east wall. Still working our way north, verse 16. After him, Nehemiah the son of Azbuk, the ruler of half the district of Beth-zur, made repairs to the place opposite the tombs of David, and to the pool that was made, and to the house of the mighty men. Comment, we'd like to know more about some of these places like the pool of Shelah, the king's garden, the house of the mighty men, and other locations, but we don't have any more details. The same goes for landmarks coming up, such as the armory, the upper house of the king, the court of the guard, and the house of the temple servants. Still going north along the east wall, verse 17. After him the Levites, Rehum the son of Bani, made repairs. Next to him Hashabiah, the ruler of half the district of Keilah, made repairs for his district. After him their brothers, Bavai the son of Henadad, the ruler of half the district of Keilah, made repairs. Next to him Ezer the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizpah, repaired another portion across from the ascent to the armory at the turning of the wall. Comment, the turn's a slight turn. We're still going north, verse 20. After him Baruch the son of Zabbai earnestly repaired another portion from the turning of the wall to the door of the house of Eliashib the high priest. Comment, verse 20, the only extra credit in this chapter goes to Baruch for his earnestness, verse 21. After him Meremoth the son of Uriah the son of Hakkoz repaired another portion from the door of the house of Eliashib even to the end of the house of Eliashib. After him the priests, the men of the plain, made repairs. Comment, the plain in question might be the plain of the Jordan River, verse 23. After them Benjamin the son of Hashub made repairs across from their house. After them Azariah the son of Maaseiah the son of Ananiah made repairs beside his own house. After him Benui the son of Henadad repaired another portion from the house of Azariah to the turning of the wall and to the corner. Comment, that was another slight turn. We're still going north, verse 25. Palal the son of Uzai made repairs opposite the turning of the wall and the tower that stands out from the upper house of the king, which is by the court of the guard. After him Pedaiah the son of Parash made repairs. Now the temple servants lived in Ophel to the place over against the water gate toward the east and the tower that stands out. Comment, now just past the midpoint of the east wall, verse 27, after him the Tekoites repaired another portion over against the great tower that stands out and to the wall of Ophel. Above the horse gate the priest made repairs, everyone across from his own house. After them Zadok the son of Immer made repairs across from his own house. After him Shemaiah the son of Shechaniah, the keeper of the east gate, made repairs. Comment, the east gate and the gate of Hamathkad coming up were the last two gates of the east wall. They were close to the north end of that wall, verse 30. After him Hananiah the son of Shelemiah and Hanun the sixth son of Zalaph repaired another portion. After him Meshullam the son of Berechiah made repairs across from his room. After him Malchijah, one of the goldsmiths to the house of the temple servants and of the merchants, made repairs opposite the gate of Hamathkad and to the ascent of the corner. Comment now, rounding the northeast corner to the north wall again, verse 32, between the ascent of the corner and the sheep gate, the goldsmiths and the merchants made repairs. Comment, our arrival at the sheep gate gets us back to the starting point of verse 1. The work on the wall is underway. All sections are under construction at once. Work will continue in chapters 4 and 5 and be complete in just 52 days, Nehemiah 6:15. Nehemiah 4 is next. You can find any chapter quickly at our website, landofhavilah.net.